blockchain? This is Nick from Truth Blitz. Hope you guys are having a good day. So I've talked about this before when my buddy Sean over at SGT Report shouted me and Crypto Blood out when he was on Rogue Money. I talked about knowing the difference between trading and hodling, right? And for the most part, I am a hodler. I do have some positions I trade in and out of. A lot of times I will say, oh, wow, I'm way up on that one. You know, it's mooning. I should sell off, wait for the dip, and buy back in so I can up my position. 9 times out of 10, I don't end up pulling the trigger on it. Nine times out of 10, I don't end up pulling the trigger on it. Because my luck, it'll be that one time that it doesn't pull back. It just continues to rise, and then I end up with less than I initially had. So I'm going to get into this article real quick. If you want to trade, you know, I don't really suggest doing a lot of trading unless you're unless you have experience trading, because it is very easy to get caught up in one of these. I've seen it happen. You know, I have been caught in a pump and dump before. So buyer beware, cryptocurrency pump and dump schemes coordinated in Telegram. Many cryptocurrency users are familiar with this scenario. They see a coin jump in value and in anticipation of the next Bitcoin, buy in, only to find themselves with a huge loss just hours or days after the price increase. It will suddenly plummet, leaving late buyers holding the bag. The phenomenon is not uncommon in other trading venues either, particularly stocks and equities markets. But the lack of regulation means that scams to cause this sort of price manipulation are not illegal in the crypto world. In fact, the recent pump and dump plans in the crypto sphere may be being coordinated by outside forces. Telegram of loss. The Russian app Telegram appears to be the main venue where the pump and dump schemes are being perpetrated. As reported by the Business Insider, a number of channels within the Telegram are specifically designed for just this sort of market manipulation. With names like Pump King Community, Crypto for Pumps, and We Pump, these communities provide a venue for scammers to attract participants who help the price move. These channels often offer information on specific coin pumps to those who subscribe, then encourage subscribers to buy in quickly after the glut of buying and the resultant price increase. Members reach out in other social media, encouraging further buying from unsuspecting victims. As the price continues to rise, pumpers begin to sell, causing panic selling and collapsing the price, which is called the dump. The victims are left holding the bag, and the coin value often ends lower than it did before the scam. The entire process is a scam from start to finish. With the SEC and other international regulating bodies coming on board, this phenomenon may be curtailed. However, for now, buyers should avoid such jumps unless underlying fundamentals provide reasons for the change. So this is why I like to hodl for the most part. Okay. The positions that I am in, and I'll get into like the real topic of this video in a second. The positions I am in, I got into those positions for fundamental reasons, okay? Such as Populous, Pillar, Omisago, Veritasium, EOS, Litecoin. Those are the ones that I am in. Those are long-term holds or hodls. And, you know, I am holding those. Yes, I have said when prices have hit new highs, I think I should sell off and buy back in on the dip. But again, like I just said, 9 times out of 10, I don't pull the trigger, because what if it doesn't pull back? Then what? And I just screwed myself. So what I really want to talk about is hodling But I want to talk about not being emotionally tied to your positions and having an exit strategy. It is very important to have an exit strategy. If you have a position for so long, you become emotionally attached to it. Unless you're an experienced trader, then that probably doesn't happen. But if you are newer to cryptocurrencies, then there's a good chance, if you've been holding something for a bit, that you have emotional ties to it, and it's going to be hard to let it go. So that's why it's very important to develop an exit strategy for each and every position you have. And I'll give you an example. I have what I consider to be a pretty significant amount of pillar tokens. My exit strategy, and I had a different exit strategy. My boy Crypto Blood, me and him were talking one day. He told me his exit strategy for pillar, so I've adopted his because it makes sense. Okay, and that is, and I'll get into why this is my exit strategy first. Cliff High says that pillar will meet or surpass Ethereum in price at some point. So I loaded in on pillar because it was under, at the time, it was under 10 cents. I loaded in, and so my exit strategy is, once pillar tokens reach $10, I'm going to sell off half my holdings. The other half I'm going to sit on. Okay, now, do we know for sure if it will meet or surpass Ethereum in price? We don't know for sure. The webbot has a very good track record of when it comes to cryptos and crypto predictions. Maybe the time frames haven't always been 100%, but for the most part, I feel, and many others feel, that the webbot is very accurate when it comes to cryptos. Okay, so I don't want to get greedy. So instead of saying, okay, well, right now the current price of Ethereum is $330. So what I'm saying is, the other half, my target number is, I hope, to be selling off at least $100 per token. And that's my exit strategy for pillar. Sell off my first half at $10, sit on the other half and wait, and at least $100, sell those off. I feel that's a good exit strategy. So that's what I mean. You want to develop an exit strategy. Don't just have your positions and not have an exit strategy, because it could be reaching all kinds of price points and you missing opportunities to make gains. Okay, this is my advice to you. Again, I say this is not financial advice, but this is what I am doing. Okay, right now we are not at the point where there's no fiat money and the world runs on crypto, right? If only that were true, but it's not. So obviously, like everyone else, I got into crypto to make money, to give my family a better life. So that is why I'm in this. I did not ascertain or I did not obtain the amount of pillar tokens I have to use them when they release their wallet and their platform. I obtained that amount to make money. So again, that is my pillar exit strategy. It's up to you to develop your own exit strategy for each position, how you see fit. But I suggest that you do not go into hodling without having some sort of exit strategy. Get emotionally tied to these. What good are they doing you if they're just sitting there and you're not making money off them? And again, how long you want to hold on to certain positions is up to you. But do research on everything and develop a good exit strategy. It is very important that when you are going to get into a long-term position, you do that based on your research and on fundamentals. Again, back to this article. Don't get into some shitcoin because the price spiked up 200% overnight. You know, let's take a quick look and see if we see anything like that right now. If we did, it would probably be the lower market cap. Okay, perfect example. XP. The market cap is $11 million. Okay. And right now it's up 2,254.34%. Okay, that is now look at the price per token. It's fractions of a penny. This is a blatant pump. Okay? So you see this and you're like, "Holy shit, look how high this is. I'm going to buy in." That's insane. Don't do that. I've never heard of XP. And I'm just giving you this as an example, which is a good example. It looks like this has been pumped before and dumped. And like boom, 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 back down. Okay, and then it just kind of went up and down for a while, and now it spikes back up a very significant amount. And it's all on, looks smaller exchanges, it looks like. So I don't suggest getting into a position like that and hodling. If you want to be a trader, by all means, learn how to trade and do not get caught in pump and dump scams. But for me, hodling is what, for the most part, what I do. And I am still developing my exit strategies for my positions. I was looking at my blockfolio the other day and I said, you know, some of these I really don't have a nice developed exit strategy that I have set out in my mind. So I really need to like sit down and think, you know, what do I want out of this position? What do I think is a good chance of happening with this, you know, price-wise? Is it probable that this position will go to this amount, you know, based off of fundamentals, based off of what the company is doing, when they're scheduled to release their platform or whatever it is. So, you know, I know Mike B has talked about this. He's talked about, you know, his strategy with Omisago and, you know, why he sold off his Veritasium and Populous to get into Omisago, because they're supposed to release, have some big news and some releases Q1 of 2018. Price will more than likely spike. He will sell off and get into Veritasium, which is a longer term hold. So again, that's his exit strategy for Omisago. Me, I might hold my Omisago a little longer than that. I still have not decided, but the whole point of this is, you know, I've talked about, like I said, deciding whether you are in a short-term trade or a long-term investment. And if you are in a long-term investment, developing an exit strategy. And it's very important to do that, guys, in my opinion. You know, again, you guys need to do what you feel is best for you, but that's what's best for me. So, you know, take that how you want. I hope this helps you guys, because it is something that not a lot of people talk about. And my buddy Omar Bam tweeted something out about not getting emotionally tied to your positions the other day. And he's absolutely right. And it kind of made me think about that. And I kind of been thinking about it until I decided, come on, make this video. So, now Bitcoin. If you're into Bitcoin, that is, you don't necessarily, I don't have an exit strategy for Bitcoin. I'll tell you that right now, I don't. Because I think Bitcoin is going to be around for a long time. A long, long time. We have not seen, you know, although I talk about mainstream adoption, we haven't even began to see real mainstream adoption yet. And when we do, you're going to see this price go insane. So, again, I hope this video helped you guys. Follow me on Twitter at TruthBlitzMedia. And you can catch me on Steemit. I got to start posting on Steemit more. But my Steemit is at TruthBlitz. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.